Namaskar and welcome to the week 11, the number which is natural and master number. The objective of this presentation is to review what we studied in the last week and what we are going to study in this week. The last week we studied about the two cheeses, mozzarella cheese and processed cheese products. We studied about the manufacture of mozzarella cheese by direct acidification method using starter culture, chemistry of stretch of the mozzarella cheese, packaging and defects. And in processed cheese, how to select the natural cheeses, then trimming, processing, cooking, packaging, storage and defects in the processed cheese. Today we will start the new topic, that is ice cream, which we all enjoy because of its nutritive value, sweet taste, coolness, thirst quenching, and is enjoyed by everyone. It has a good scope for entrepreneurship also at a small scale and at a large scale also. So after going through this session, we will be able to define the ice cream and frozen desserts, undertake the classification of ice cream and frozen desserts, what is the role of different ingredients used in ice cream and their composition, that is dairy ingredients and non-dairy ingredients, specify the legal and voluntary standards of ice cream. We have given the earlier PFA and BASA standards, so I will also give you about FFSAI standards. FFSAI standards are given in the videos also, but I will give a quick about this also. Now, FFSAI defines it is a product obtained by freezing a pasteurized mix prepared from milk or other products derived from milk with or without the addition of nutritive sweeteners and other permitted non-dairy ingredients. The said product may contain incorporated air and frozen hard, except in case of softy ice cream, where it can be frozen to soft consistency. Now this is FFSAI telling about the ice cream, the general definition. Now what are the requirements are there? We can have three type of products: ice cream, medium fat or low fat. When we say ice cream, I have given it with the IC as a code. Total solid should not be less than 36%, but we have a medium fat ice cream, ICMF, then 30%, and in case we have the low fat, then total solids could be 26%. So it should not be less than this is the range, that is not less than 36% in ice cream, in medium not less than 30%, and low fat not less than 26%. Now what is the weight upon volume, that is grams per liter? In ice cream the weight should not be less than 525. For the medium fat it should not be less than 475, and for the lower fat it should not be less than 475. Now milk fat, it should not be less than 10%. For ICM, that is medium fat, it could be in between 2.5 and 10, but for the low fat it should not be less than 2.5% should be there. Now milk protein should be not less than 3.5%, but for the low fat it could be 3% is there. So I have given the symbols also, that ice cream, ICMF and ICLF. So you may be knowing about the controversy about the ice cream and frozen desserts. Now kindly see the product standards for the ice cream and frozen desserts. There is given in 2.1.14 and 2.1.15. Now frozen desserts mean where mix can be prepared with edible vegetable oil or fats or vegetable protein products or both. Now to differentiate, it has been made compulsory that frozen dessert shall indicate on the label contains that percentage of milk fat, edible oil, vegetable fat and vegetable oil, right? And you can see this link also. So once you take the ice cream, be careful. If it is ice cream, it is from the milk and milk products. But frozen dessert, it may contain the vegetable source of fat, mainly fat or protein also. and you should be cautious. That's why sometimes you'll find some ice creams which are frozen desserts are less in cost, so you should be careful about these things. Now the additional resources, there are two good books on the ice cream equals ICR book is there, then daily handbook by Alpha Level you can see. There is a, so these are the list, and you can see this a video also about the Amul ice cream factor. Now my request will be to kindly see the availability of different type of ice cream and frozen dessert products and just see their type, composition, ingredients, nutritive value. So you can make a comparison whether what if their ice cream it is milk based or frozen dessert, what is the difference is there. So kindly, so this session or this week know more about the classification standards about the ice cream and frozen desserts are there. With this, enjoy and have good wishes, and thanks very much.